Dear students, before solving problems on separately excited DC motor, let us discuss some tricks. As soon as we see problems on separately excited DC motor, the diagram which comes in our mind is armature, rotating armature and stationary brushes, supply terminals, plus minus, and let us say supply voltage is Vt, line current, and in separately excited DC motor line current is same as armature current, back EMF EB, armature resistance Ra, and field winding which is excited by a separately DC voltage source Vf, fine, plus minus Vf. So let us mark the field current as If and field resistance Rf. So this is constant DC voltage source, hence If will be constant, hence corresponding produced flux will be constant, phi will be constant. This If in separately excited DC motor is independent of this terminal drop supply voltage. Practically, there is no difference in the performances of the two machines, separately excited DC motor and DC shunt motor, as long as the supplied terminal voltage is maintained constant in DC shunt motor. Repeating again, practically there is no difference in the behavior of two motors, DC shunt motor and separately excited DC motor, as long as the supplied terminal voltage of DC shunt motor remains constant. That is, field current in that case DC shunt motor remains constant. So phi remains constant. So the equations of EB and torque, which we know, EB is nothing but K phi M and torque is nothing but K phi Ia. So in both the cases discussed, phi remains constant, so the behavior remains similar. Hence, the three capsules discussed before solving the problems on DC shunt motor can be blindly applied to the problems on separately excited DC motors. So you can refresh your capsules, three capsules discussed so far from that lecture with title problem solving capsules, that is numerical solving capsules on DC shunt motor, that will be equally applicable to the problems on separately excited DC motor. One thing. Second thing, as discussed in case of DC shunt motor, if effect of armature reaction has not been mentioned in the problem, in the statement of the problem, it means by default that effect has not to be considered in the problem. That may be because of two reasons: either the machine is already having compensating winding, or the effect of armature reaction is ignored in the problem. So unless stated in the problem, don't consider effect of armature reaction. What is effect of armature reaction? We have already discussed in our previous lectures. So out of two effects, one effect was flux weakening, that is at no load, no problem, but as soon as load current increases, Ia increases, the effect of armature flux on field flux decreases the main field flux. That is known as flux weakening effect of armature reaction, right? So as long as effect of armature reaction is ignored, phi will remain constant. In general, you will see phi will remain constant. If not mentioned, means constant, by default constant, unless stated, right? So if phi is constant, it means you may write EB is equal to K dash N and torque is equal to, this was machine, no, not machine constant. So better write this omega, so that we may write machine constant, right? So write here some K dash omega EB and some other constant, this constant into this constant, same constant K dash times IA. From these two we may write K dash will be equal to EB upon omega is equal to IA. This was already discussed in our capsule number 3, right? You can revise from there. Fine. So our first aim will be, whatever the statement of the problem may be, at first instance it looks very complicated, don't worry. Just try to find out the value of K dash, either with the help of these two or with the help of these two if given directly or indirectly. Sometimes torque and omega will be given. So, or sometimes omega or IA will be given. So as discussed that here also the KVL equation may be written as EB is equal to VT minus IA RA. So if rating of the machine is given and current, armature current at any loading condition will be given, then corresponding EB can be obtained. If EB can be obtained and omega is given, speed is given, then K dash can be obtained. There are many ways, we will discuss later, right? And here IA is equal to IL, unlike DC shunt motor where the field winding was connected in parallel with armature winding. That's why we used to apply KCL there, but this is the difference between the equations of armature current between these two, right? Just take care of these small things, otherwise the same techniques can be applied to solve the problems on separately excited DC motor, we will see, right? See, these techniques I have summarized for you after having lot of, you can say, researches on the variants of the problems of DC machine. So I think, what I think, just be with me, try to understand and practice with me, get your training with me. Hopefully you will be able to solve any problem, ask anywhere in the world. Hopefully, let's see. So let's start solving problems in upcoming lectures.